We all know there's benefits to building muscle strength, but if you're a woman over the age of 50, you might be surprised to learn about these 5 benefits. Strength training can reduce hot flashes. There's a great study that took post-menopausal women who had never trained before and put them through a 15-week strengthening program where they worked out 3 times a week. And what they found was the intensity and the frequency of their hot flushes reduced by about 44%. Strength training can give you more energy. I've worked with several women who have reported some level of fatigue following menopause, and what they thought would be an issue to them starting, and they thought that strength training might make that fatigue worse, they actually find by starting strength training, their fatigue level went down, they felt more energized, and they slept better than they've ever slept before. Strength training can reduce the symptoms of pelvic organ prolapse. Now, these symptoms might include a heavy dragging feeling in the lower abdominals or genital area. Or you might find that you have an inability to empty your bladder fully, or you might even find that you have some bladder leakage. There's a great study that found that women that were lifting less than 15 kilograms, that's 15 kilograms, were more likely to report symptoms of pelvic organ prolapse than women who are lifting more than 50 kilograms. So that's 50 kilograms. Now that goes against what you might have thought. You probably thought you were playing it safe by lifting less than 15 kilograms and that you would probably risk more of those symptoms if you lift heavy. Now this shows that the opposite is true. By lifting heavy, you're less likely to have the symptoms. As a caveat, I wouldn't suggest you go straight in at 50 kilograms. You would want to gradually build that up. Strength training can reduce pain. Post-menopause, we're particularly interested in tendon pain because estrogen creates an environment where tendons flourish and they repair really well. So as you reduce the levels of estrogen through menopause, we find that tendon pain tends to increase, particularly in the lower limb tendons. What we also know is loss of muscle strength can be associated with high levels of tendon pain. So by incorporating strength training, resistance training to try and build the strength in the muscles that are linked to those tendons, we're more likely to reduce the tendon pain. Strength training can improve confidence. Many people before they start strength training have told themselves it's something they wouldn't be able to do. And then as they progress and they get to the point where they can lift their own body weight off the floor, or they can do a squat with their body weight on their back, they suddenly realize they're capable of doing far more, and it unlocks a far greater potential of activities and other things that they might be able to do. If you're a woman over the age of 50 and you're not already strength training, I'm hoping that I've convinced you to give it a go. Now, you may need a bit more support in getting started, and if that is something that you're looking for, then I'd like to introduce you to the Never Too Old to Lift ebook. You can download this by clicking the link in the description, and it's going to help guide you through creating your own 12-week strength training program around your current ability levels.